Hello YouTube, it's the Hawkinator here. This is Saturday, so you all know that this is another installation of Rockstun to Tier 1. Here's episode 5. Boss monsters. I have a couple things to say generally right off the bat. Is a lot of your monsters in Rockstun, like the Quackimero Guardian, Sandman Wall, and Thunder King Ryo, those are all 1900 attackers. So generally, you're going to have big presence on the field with those guys. You know, they're outside of a normal summon, you can't really get above that attack. You know, you're gonna have to special summon or synchro summon to get over those monsters, or use some sort of attack manipulation like a shrink or something. So generally, your monsters already have a lot of attack, which is good. But there are times when you're going to need a little bit more attack. So this is what I'm going to show you. The first monster is Big Piece Golem. Big Piece Golem is like a Cyber Dragon for rock type monsters. You can normal summon him when your opponent controls the monsters and you don't. And he comes out with 2100 attack and 0 defense. So the defense sucks. And the fact that you have to normal summon him makes him a little bit not as useful as like Cyber Dragon would. But the other thing about it is he's rock, so he adds synergy to the deck if you have to reveal him. And you can also get him out when you have Fossil Dyna, Pachycephalo on the field. So that is pretty good to have Fossil Dyna and then be able to summon a 2100 attacker, which is generally pretty good. So Big Piece Golem, definitely try him out if you're having trouble with getting over other monsters. Speaking of the devil, Cyber Dragon generally fits well in a lot of stun decks. The fact that you can just special summon a 2100 beater to get over 2000 defense walls, such as Rodent Totem and Dupe Frog. That's pretty much all there is to say about him. I mean, he's common, standard, everybody knows about him. If you're going to run Cyber Dragon, make sure you run a Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon in your extra deck, obviously. And contact against those machine decks, or even Formula Synchron. That is a common card that's left out on your opponent's side of the field. Special summon Cyber Dragon, contact with their Formula Synchron, or 2 if they left them out there, and make a huge beater that way. The next, Gaia Plate, the Earth Giant. This is probably single-handedly the biggest boss monster that the Rock attribute has in general. A lot of people don't know about this guy, so I'm going to read him word for word. You can special summon this card by removing from play any 2 Rock-type monsters in your graveyard. During a standby phase, remove from play 1 Rock-type monster in your graveyard, or send this card to the graveyard. Have the attack and defense of any monster that battles with this card. Wow. You have to remove 2 Rock-type monsters, so this is very good late game or mid game if you have the rocks in the graveyard. And he's a shrink to anything that battles with him. So, I mean, he gets over almost anything. And the biggest thing I can think that he can get over is Red Noah Dragon, which is like a near invincible card to get over. Just Gaia Plate that guy's ass, alright? I think Gaia Plate would work very well in a build that runs Naturia Cliff. Because with Naturia Cliff, you can feel your graveyard with these guys. They're essentially field presence floaters. And then you can just bring out Gaia Plate and be like, bam! That's pretty much all there is to it. Gaia Plate, really good. 2800 attack. With a built-in shrink. And he's extremely cheap too, by the way. This is an ultimate version from Ancient Prophecy. And I think I got 3 ultimates for like $1 each, just saying. This next card, Solidarity. If you're running a purely rock build, definitely run Solidarity. I mean, the fact that you can boost all your 1900 attackers with 800 extra attack to 27, you're going to have immense field presence, and your opponent's going to be a little troubled to get over those guys without, they might be able to pick 1 or 2 off at a time, but if you have a field full of Quackimeros with Solidarity down, there's not a whole lot your opponent can do unless it's like Darkhold or something. But then you'll just negate it with Quackimero Wall, huh? You know what I'm saying? So, Solidarity, try it out in a rock build. These next 2 kind of fit together. Shrink and Forbidden Lance. These guys definitely can lower your opponent's boss monster's attack, allowing you to run over them. I like Forbidden Lance because it takes off 800. So, I mean, if you think about it, you can destroy anything that's 26 or lower. And the fact that you can also use it for the spell and trap effect, to not be affected by them, that's also very good. Shrink is just Shrink, it's been around forever. Have the attack, run over a Stardust Dragon or something. And very good in aggressive decks. they kind of fit together, so I figured I would show them together. Even though I've already shown Forbidden Lance, it does kind of play in with this theme of boss monsters and getting around problematic higher attack monsters that this deck can have trouble with. So I'll just run through these guys very quickly. Big Piece Golem, Cyber Dragon. If you run Cyber Dragon, make sure to put Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon in your extra deck. Gaia Plate, the Force of the Earth, works well with a Necheria Cliff engine. Solidarity, Shrink, and Forbidden Lance. So let me know what you guys think about this episode. That was episode 5, dealing with boss monsters and your own boss monsters. I have a couple ideas for the next series. I haven't decided. I kind of want to show different variants, you know, like a macro variant. Or there's also a variant that I've been working with a guy on Pojo that runs Goggle Golem, and Gemini Spark, you know. So we're just kind of trying to work the kinks out of a build that could utilize that or something, which would be kind of cool. It'd be like a hero beat, but rock stun tailored, you know. And so yep, and I also want to show a video about how you can sync with this deck and just other stuff like that. So stay tuned. This is Roxton to Tier 1 episode 5. Rate, comment, subscribe. Definitely leave a lot of comments. You know, I like reading a lot of comments. And see you guys next time. Take care.